Hi everyone, you might be smarter than you think. Researchers have spent decades discussing what makes people clever, with everything from genetics to upbringing thought to play a part. We'd all like to think that hidden behind our annoying personality traits lies some sort of creative genius, although those with the highest IQs can often be found engaging in what would be considered anything but intellectual pursuits. 10 signs you might actually be a genius. You're the oldest child. Apparently, those who are born first tend to get ahead in life because they have their parents' full attention for the first few months or years of their lives. If and when baby number 2 arrives, the older sibling is then put in the position of teaching their little brother or sister. This helps kids to recall, structure, and simplify their own knowledge, which is thought to boost intelligence. A study of 250,000 Norwegian 18 and 19-year-olds found that firstborn children had an average IQ 2.3 points higher than their younger siblings. You're skinny. According to a French study, those with a body mass index of 20 or less have better memories than those with one of 30 or higher. The skinnier participants could remember 56% of words in a vocabulary test, while bigger people could only remember 44%. While there's also evidence the memory declines over time in bigger people. When retested 5 years later, recall had dropped to 37.5% in those with higher BMIs, but had not changed in the others. You're left-handed. Lefties have better memories, mental flexibility, and spatial skills, according to researchers at the University of Athens. They are also divergent thinkers, a special type of creativity that allows them to think of new ideas on a whim. And obviously, there are a lot fewer left-handed people in the world than right-handed people, so this would make some sense. You're funny. Comedians consistently score higher on IQ tests than the average population, according to a study from the 70s. Male comedians averaged 138, females 126, and the general population between 90 and 110. A good sense of humor is also linked to creativity, better talking skills, and being more sexually attractive. Fewer partners. Men who had higher intelligence tend to have fewer sexual partners than those who had more hookups. The number of sexual partners for those who enrolled at the top universities had also found to be lower than those of students at less prestigious universities. But these geniuses also spent more on sex toys than students at the less intellectual colleges. People with higher IQ also tend to be monogamous, also have fewer children, and or no children at all. You're different. Geniuses sometimes don't fit in with the rest of the crowd. They see the world a little differently than us and often have a quirky sense of style. A genius may have a weird hobby like being a ham radio operator or collecting insects. Often they are ridiculed by others for their unusual ideas. From theories of gravity to theories of extraterrestrial DNA, the public is just not ready for the radical idea of these geniuses, and they're usually shunned. You doodle. Just when you thought the only good thing about doodling was reducing stress, we're ignoring the ridiculous waste of paper factor. Along comes a study that proves people with higher IQs turn to Karan Daashi pencils and scraps of paper in times of need. According to researchers, people who possess high intelligence learn to find alternative processes for their intellectual output. See, we knew those smiley faces and love hearts were more than just a teenage phase. Blue eyes. There's so much more to having blue eyes than just being able to rock pink eyeshadow like a Burberry model. Oh no. Strategic thinking isn't just down to your mind skills, it's also about the color of your eyes. Joanna Rowe, professor emeritus at the University of Louisville in Kentucky, found that people with blue eyes are more likely to be strategic thinkers than their peers with darker eye colors. You're a listener. Another sign that you might be a genius is if you're a good listener. People who are geniuses are excellent learners, and in order to absorb as much information as they can, they listen intently to any source of information. The ability to rapidly learn is part of what makes the biggest difference between geniuses and everybody else. We are, for the most part, born with relatively similar brains. Since we are only using a small percentage of them at any given time, being able to capitalize on the power of your brain can help make you a genius. You don't believe in God. Liberals and atheists have a superiority or sense of elitism which is linked to a higher IQ, according to evolutionary psychologist Satisha Kanazawa. Of course, it's pretty much impossible for one person to have all those attributes, so don't dismiss yourself as stupid just because you're not a 6-foot, skinny, hilarious, but also shy lefty who doesn't believe in God. That's it for this video. Please leave us a thumbs up for this video if you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future videos just like this one. Thanks for watching and have a great day.